believes that food and love go hand in hand, and he wants everyone to know how easy that cooking can be. The chef of love, as he's called, Jernard Wells, is here with his collard greens recipe that you can add to your Thanksgiving menu, so just in time. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Sure look nice.
Thank you.
Spiffy chef.
Think about it. I'm coming here. Good day, Atlanta. I have to look nice for
I
you
love
guys.
it. I can appreciate that. Okay, we mentioned just a second ago this whole Neiman Marcus story that we had a couple of weeks ago where they sold these greens $66. And Jernard, they sold out. That's crazy.
Exactly. And the thing is, a lot of people think, greens are very inexpensive, and it doesn't really require a lot of time to cook.
Yeah, you don't have to spend $66 to get some.
But people, we pay for the name at the end of the day.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so what all goes into this?
Very
to make
simple. What we start off, we have your collard greens, we have chicken stock, we have a little apple cider vinegar, we have crushed red peppers, and onions. And really, the big key is we have pork bacon, and you don't always have to use pork bacon. You can also use smoked turkey as well, or ham hocks, depending on which one you prefer. Me, when I'm preparing it, I like to use both of them to get a little the smoke from both sides of it. And what you want to do is you want to get your chicken stock going, get it to a good temp. You want to get your onions in there, then you take your little garlic. Now, let me ask you a question.
What?
How much cooking do you do at home on Thanksgiving?
A lot. I mean, this year I will actually be having to do a lot, so that's why I'm really paying attention.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. And because coming up to the holidays is about sharing time with people. And one of the things is with creating greens or any kind of festive meals, people think that it's time consuming, but it's really not. You can fix this dish in a fraction of the time. This dish can actually be cooked in 45 minutes.
Wow.
But depending on the tenderness of your greens is how long you want to cook it. Some people like theirs with a little more of a bite to it. Some people like theirs with a little more tenderness where it just melts in their mouth, not in their hand.
Okay. Quick question. I haven't actually ever gone and bought greens like this. So is there a certain, I know. Is there a certain, I don't know, way that it's supposed to look so I know it's a good stock, or is there any secrets
the biggest key is with your collards, you want to make sure you got nice big leafy leaves like this right here, the veins running through good. The bigger the better, because once you cook them in your chicken stock in your water, they actually will render down. And a lot of people go out and there buy big bushels of greens, and then when they come back home and cook them down, they only got a cup full.
Where'd they all go?
Right,
yeah, so you do have to remember that. They do cook down a lot.
Yeah, they do render down.
Okay, so in all, you said this can be done in about 45 minutes. So how long are we going to let this
These right here
simmer?
These right here, of course, we don't have 45 minutes. So I already took the liberty of pre-cooking some a little early behind set for you. We got them right here. But you know what? You can't have collard greens without cornbread.
You know what? And I said, if this man shows up without cornbread, then I don't even know what to think.
I'm truly not from the South.
Exactly, but he did. He delivered with the cornbread. How do you make yours? I'm guessing this isn't a Jiffy box.
No, of course not. The biggest key is buttermilk, cornmeal, 2 cups of cornmeal, 1 egg. If you want to add a little sweetener to it, because people do love the Jiffy now, you can add your little sugar in it. Bake it at 425, and you got nice, crispy, golden cornbread. Bake it for 20 minutes in the oven, and you are good to go.
Pairs perfectly together.
Yes, but you know what?
What?
Collard greens, cornbread, we always got to have the sweets.
Of course.
And we got our signature sweet potato pie. Now, this is not just any average sweet potato pie.
Why
this is my mother's signature sweet potato pie recipe right here. 40 years, generation in the family. I picked up the knack of preparing it, and I have to tell you, it's complete love in a pie crust.
I love it. And we're just about out of time, but is there somewhere we can find this recipe?
You can find this recipe at chefjernard.com.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to give the recipe to my Fox Day Atlanta people so that it'll be uploaded on your website, because, hey, it's the holiday season. I believe in sharing the love. And I always remember, when they get tired of those holiday dishes and they want to tweak them, they can get one of my books from my website at Chef Jernard also, and I teach them how to take things like your collard greens here, and I want you to try them. I can't just bring
I gotta hurry, I know.
And not feed you.
I was going to do it during the break.
Exactly.
They're perfect.
See?
They're perfect.
Exactly.
He's good. If
we wouldn't have it any other way.
If you want this recipe, again, it's on our website. Chef of Love just is sharing this with us. You can find that by clicking on the viewer information story on the Fox 5 app. Got me stumbling all over this trying to eat these greens. Goodness gracious. Coming up next.
Small bites.
On Good Day Atlanta, we have our pet of the day, and we'll tell you all about her right after this.